I love that music. Week 6 of the high school football season. You know what? The weather was incredible. Hello, everyone. I'm Dom Tiberi. Welcome to First and 10.
And I'm Nicole Shearin. And, of course, the weather was incredible. We had big games all over Central Ohio with undefeated teams looking to stay what, Dommy?
Undefeated. Yeah, that was certainly the case with our game of the week. Talking about Hilliard-Davidson hosting Olentangy Orange. Davidson coming into the game with a 4-1 record. Orange, though, off to a perfect 5-0 start. Both teams fired up for this ball game. Yes, indeed. And we'll pick it up early in the first quarter. And Orange going to jump out. That's quarterback Levi Davis. Calls his own number, and watch this kid run, refusing to go down. Are you kidding me? Takes it in for the touchdown, and that was 7-0, just like that. And then they're going to keep it going. This time on defense, check out Kingston Johnson, the interception, and can you say pick 6? Brings it back for the touchdown, just like that. Orange led 14-0, and still not done. Check out Lucas Fickle, running hard. Takes it in for the touchdown. Pioneers out front, 21-0. And we're still in the first quarter. Just one more. It is Lucas Fickle again, this time from 45 yards out. Orange led 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. And Orange does not let up as they roll 42-7.
Now over in Golden Bear territory, Upper Arlington, undefeated on the season, and of course looking to keep it that way. First conference game of the year, hosting Hilliard-Bradley. And let's just say there's a reason why the Bears don't know what it feels like to lose. And when the band comes out, what does that mean, Dommy?
They're going to play music.
It's halftime here in UA. Bears up 24-0, but Jags not taking the shutout tonight. It's Owen Weisner under center, fakes the handoff, parks the C's, he's in for the keeper, wiping that 0 off the board, now 24-6 Bears. But Upper Arlington real comfortable in that end zone. Luke Bakes to Jaden Chindavong, that's 20, 30, 40, where does this go, Dommy? 50, 60-yard run for the running back, a golden setup for the Golden Bears. And then next snap, what do? It's back to the end zone, folks, with his go-to magic trick, fakes the handoff, trots that one right on the letters, and Golden Bears widen it 31-6, and Upper Arlington now 6-0 on the season, 31-14 final from the home of the Golden Bears. And their conference rivals and reigning state champions Olentangy Liberty riding a 2-game win streak, looking to make it 3 against the Rocks of Dublin Coffman. And what do? Bring on the cheerleaders. You know, Dommy, I was actually a cheerleader back in the day. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, fun fact. Well, we picked this one up out of the locker room. Liberty up 14-7, and it's Jack Morris under center for the Rocks. He breaks for it, but it's popped out and picked up by Carter Cole, and Liberty now takes advantage. Direct snap to the running back, Antonio Kish. He lays that one in for 6, and Liberty widens it 21-7. In the fourth now, Coffman trying to make something happen. That's a beautiful spiral for Morris. Up the middle to Kaesler, and Rocks now knocking on the door. Same drive. Morris scrambles, floats to Ben Loesch for the 16-yard shot. But can they find the end zone, folks? 4th and goal. Just minutes left to play. Can he find that late game spark? He tries to be the hero, but floats it to no one. Liberty goes on to win it 21-7.
All right, next up, a huge rivalry game. The Stallions of DeSales hosting the Eagles of Watterson. Watterson coming into the game with a perfect 5-0 record. DeSales off to a 4-1 start. Now, when these two teams get together, you can throw out the records. Third quarter, Watterson's up 14-7, wanting more. Jack McCoy, 5-yard touchdown. Eagles out front right there, 21-7. And they're going to keep it going. Still in the third quarter is Jack McCoy again. And that made it 28-7, Watterson. Fourth quarter, and it's Jack McCoy again. His 4th touchdown of the night. Ooh. Watterson rolls 42-7. Next up, we head to Bishop Hartley. The 3-2 Hawks hosting the 3-2 Cardinals of St. Charles. A little bit of fog in the air. Look at that, kind of
scary
eerie
looking.
That's at Hartley's field. Third quarter, Hartley's up 40-0 and wanting more, but some good defense here in the end zone. The pass is knocked down. And then St. Charles will finally get on the board here in the fourth quarter. Liam Allwine in for the 10-yard touchdown, but Hartley wins 40-7.
And over in Dublin, they're looking for that luck of the Irish. Scioto hosting Westland, both teams fighting for their first conference win of the season. And when the bagpipes come out, Dami, this is my favorite game entrance. You know what that means?
It means the music's playing.
Wrong. It's time for Friday Night Football. It's Westland who strikes first. Jyreese Dixon to Greg Thomas. That's 1 broken ankle. Make it 2, 3, but hey, he's already in for 6. And Cougars pounce first, 7-0. The Irish find that pot of gold in the second quarter. It's Grady McMillan right at the camera to Grant Sawyer, who comes soaring through the air. It's 14 and nobody else, folks. That's 75 yards to the house, and Irish tie it up at 7s. But Westland snaps a 2-game skid, taking this one 38-21.
You ask me a lot of questions, and I don't know the right answer.
You have a lot of wrong answers.
Yes, anyways, that will put a wrap on the first 6 games of First and 10, but we're not done.
Oh, we are far from done, folks. We still have highlights from 4 more games, including, of course, a big rivalry game in Westerville. First and 10, we'll be right back.
You know, Nicole, there's nothing like a big high school game. It gets the whole community fired up.
It does. Can you say rivalry week?
Rivalry week.
It's very hard to say, but we love our rivalry games, and we pick it up with a big one over in Westerville.
Yes, we do. No question, this is a huge game. The Wildcats of Westerville South hosting the Warriors of Westerville North, and this is a huge rivalry game. North getting a big win last week over Delaware Hayes, looking to keep it going. South looking to bounce back from a tough loss to Big Walnut. We'll pick it up in the first quarter. No score. Westerville South playing the good defense right here. Ball is in the air, and it is tipped, and Jamari Alston with the incredible interception. Wildcats make them pay. Jalil Armstrong running hard down to the 10-yard line. That'll set up the touchdown. Armstrong fighting his way into the end zone. Westerville South goes on to win 30-7. Next up, we're going to head to the City League. The Bulldogs of South hosting those Warriors of Eastmoor Academy. And say hello to the Bulldogs. Hello, Mr. Bulldog.
Hi, Bulldog.
How are you? First quarter, no score. South gets on the board first. Galvin Griffin breaks free, and watch this. He is off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. That is a touchdown, extra point, no good. Dogs led 6-0. Eastmoor Academy is going to come back. Stefan Sipkin takes it in for the touchdown. They, too, missed on the extra point. We are tied at 6. Second quarter, and the Dogs come back. Aaron Nelson, he gets in for the touchdown. South Bulldogs, you ready for this? They go on to win 21-14.
Now, Gahanna Lincoln is pretty used to being that top dog, holding that first place spot in conference play for 3 straight years, and that quest for 4 starts against Central Crossing. But the Comets are hoping to play spoiler and snag their first win of the season against, of course, a dominant Lions squad. And here come the blue and gold, ready to pounce tonight. And, well, they do just that. Leon Cummings right through traffic for the 7-yard score, now 7-0 Gahanna. And then second quarter now, it's Gray Ketley with a 35-yard bomb to a lonely Jack Baker in the end zone. It is 15 and nobody else. Lions cooking, now 14-0. Just minutes before half, it's Trey Wilson with a sneak attack up the center for the 2-yard score. And Lions real used to that end zone starting conference play with an absolute bang, 42-7 final. And then over in the City League, it's Independence at the home of the Bruins. And let me tell you, those 76ers, Dom, they almost put up 76 points. But Here comes the Batmobile. Now, instead of Batman, it's the homecoming court rolling up in style at Briggs High School, and I think I'm going to get myself one of those. Now, we picked this one up after the half. Independence up 40-0, and Agbara up the middle here for 6, now 46-0. And then it's a team effort to find the end zone. Rabarji Magnus with the textbook stiff arm bullies his way in for 6, and Independence with the 50-burger, folks. Shutout, 52-0.
All right, that is going to put a wrap on week 6 of First and 10.